Protests organised by the TUC are to be held at more than 100 railway stations across the country over New Year fare increases.
Well, ticket prices have risen by an average of 2.3%, despite continuing complaints over delays, overcrowding and strikes. Our chief correspondent, Richard Gaisford's at Manchester Piccadilly Station. Richard, train operators say they need to invest more to provide a better service. Are they speaking with forked tongue?
Well, that's what they say. It's just that the passengers in large part don't believe it. If it's not a shock enough, Piers, to be waking up this morning and going back to work after the Christmas break, when you look at that bank balance and realise that in many cases the season ticket is now accounting for 14% of your income, and then you think, well, actually have things improved? Now, today you're going to bet protests outside stations like this, Manchester Piccadilly, the unions and passenger groups coming together and saying, listen, this isn't good enough. Not good enough that the fares are going up by 1.9% as average on those regulated routes, but in many cases like here by almost as much as 5%.
Standing room only on a train from Glasgow to London, the footage filmed by a regular passenger on this route. Next time she'll be paying more for her ticket.
Whatever rail company you're travelling by, everybody has a complaint about it, and to raise fares when it's clearly the public are not getting the service that they're paying for, it's absolutely ludicrous.
Campaigners say rail fares increased twice as much as wages and inflation in the past decade. Commuters are now spending up to a seventh of their income on fares, 6 times as much as people in the rest of Europe.
We've got to see how this money is best being used, and we don't think it's right that we are seeing these, increasing profits being paid out to shareholders at the time that passengers are really not seeing their services improve.
Train operators and the Department of Transport say 97 pence in every pound paid by passengers goes back into improving services, and they're delivering the biggest rail modernisation programme for a century. Richard Gaisford, Good Morning Britain.